As Cameroon continues to tally the vote for Sunday's presidential election, the separatist Ambazonian movement has put forth a set of demands for what the group calls President-elect Maurice Kamto. Mr. Kamto, a candidate for the opposition movement for the rebirth of Cameroon, declared Tuesday that he has won the election. According to Cameroonian law, only the Constitutional Commission can declare election results. Chris Anu is Secretary of State for Communication of the Ambazonian separatist movement. He says the separatists are calling on Mr. Kamto to withdraw Cameroonian troops from the English-speaking regions. He also says the separatists are demanding the release of all Ambazonian detainees, including the group's leader, Sisiko Julius Ayuk Tabo.
Kamto, president-elect for French Cameroon, isn't our president. He is the president for French Cameroon. Right after the vote, our acting president, Dr. Sarko, sent a congratulatory message to President-elect Kamto of French Cameroon and made it very clear we want him to withdraw French Cameroon troops from our territory. We want him to withdraw their administrators, and we also want him to release all Ambazonian detainees, including our president, Sisiko Julius Ayuk, whom they have had in custody for about 7 months and counting. These are the expectations that we are looking forward to from President-elect Kamto, that is assuming that French Cameroon current President Paul Biya would allow him to take over. We are hoping that he will facilitate the formal separation between French Cameroon and Ambazonia. That is, if he doesn't believe we are entitled to a country of our own, we are challenging him to a referendum, a United Nations sponsored referendum.
Would you tell President Paul Biya the same thing of a referendum, or you want a country, an Ambazonia country?
We don't care whether Paul Biya is out or in. We have long told him we are no longer part of his country or his government. So whether he stays or not, it really doesn't bother us.
So from your perspective, it doesn't matter who wins. You have broken away from what you call La République du Cameroun.
Absolutely. It doesn't really bother us who is in charge over there. What we care about right now is actualizing the independence of the Southern Cameroon. And let me also add, some people are thinking that because French Cameroon may be having a new president that we are going to lay down our defenses. That is not going to happen. We will fight, continue to fight, till the last person standing in Ambazonia to defend our people and defend our territorial integrity. And let me tell you something a little bit about Mr. Kamto, who has won the elections in French Cameroon. Kamto has been preaching a federation of 10 states. We have said we are not ready even for a 2-state federation. We have tested freedom, and who can test freedom and let it go? We are going for nothing else than a free and independent Federal Republic of Ambazonia.
Kamto is from French-speaking.
Correct.
And you said he has been preaching a federation.
Right. During the elections, he said he would resolve the conflict by creating a 10-state federation. I don't know how that is different from what obtains now, because Cameroon, as it obtains now, that is assuming that we were still part of it, is in 10 regions.
Chris Anu is Secretary of State for Communication of the Ambazonia Separatist Movement of Cameroon. He was speaking with me from the U.S. city. As Cameroon continues to tally the vote for Sunday's presidential election, the separatist Ambazonian movement has put forth a set of demands for what the group calls President-elect Maurice Kamto. Mr. Kamto, a candidate for the opposition movement for the rebirth of Cameroon, declared Tuesday that he has won the election. According to Cameroonian law, only the Constitutional Commission can declare election results. Chris Anu is Secretary of State for Communication of the Ambazonian separatist movement. he says the separatists are calling on Mr. Kamto to withdraw Cameroonian troops from the English-speaking regions. He also says the separatists are demanding the release of all Ambazonian detainees, including the group's leader, Sisiko Julius Ayuk Tabo.
Kamto, president-elect for French Cameroon, isn't our president. He is the president for